Howdy y'all, this is a project of SB Group 8. And we are Suk Cho, Jason Song, Ena Kim, Jed Ignacio, and Miguel Segismundo. As you can see, I know a lot of church history, so if anyone passed by, I will talk about the church history to them. So let us travel and see if there's someone out there who wants to learn about the church history. Howdy y'all, let's go everyone. Let's go jumping.
Howdy y'all. Okay, so I heard that this town is full of believers, but they don't know about church history. So I'm gonna talk about the church history to anyone who passes by so that they may be aware of the background of the church. Okay, I see there are two young students walking. Let us go there and check out if they want to learn about church history. Hi there, guys. Do you want to learn about the church history?
Yes, I want to learn about church history.
Okay, since you guys want to learn about the church history, so let me start with the church history timeline. The Apostolic period, the Apologists, the 3rd century, the Imperial Church, the Early Middle Ages, the High Middle Ages, the Late Middle Ages, the Reformation, the Puritans, the Great Awakening, the Second Great Awakening, the Modern Period. Okay, so those timeline consist of 35 AD to 2013, the present. Okay, so do you guys have any question?
Yes, I do. Who are the first one who started the church history of the church?
Okay, so that is your question. It is Saint Peter and Paul. They were the first one who started the church history. Saint Peter and Paul started from their gospel journey and found themselves a good believers and built a church. They were the ones who made a boom on gospel spreading.
Okay, thank you for the answer.
Any more questions?
Me. What is the time when the church got greatly affected or disastrous moment that happened?
Okay, it is during the Christianity spreading of Europe. During this time, they got a disease called the Black Plague, and more than a half of population struggled and a lot of people died. So during this situation, there were believers who trusted God and some betrayed and left Him. So the people who left their faith started to depend on themselves. They were believing that God isn't helping them, but the ones who had strong faith in Jesus stayed to be the children of God.
Okay, thank you for answering.
So let me summarize everything. The church history is a really long history. There were a lot of struggles and successful times in the history. But this firmly talks about that Jesus helped us no matter what and tries a lot to save us from evil. Through this long time, the church had developed a strong faith to Jesus and got bigger. But the key point is that we should always have strong faith in God no matter what happens. History may not be important as faith because faith is the key of becoming close and knowing Jesus. Without this, everything is nonsense. So always believe, trust, and most of all, have a firm and good faith in Jesus. Everyone, amen?
Amen.
Okay, thank you guys for listening. Bye guys.
Bye.
Hello everyone. I'm here to tell you that I'm gonna talk about the Church of the Philippines, and I'm gonna see if there's any folk who wants to know and learn about the church history. Oh, I found a boy here. Let's ask him if he wants to learn about the church history.
Hi, officer. I want to learn more about the history of the church in the Philippines.
The history of the church in the Philippines is brought by the Spaniards who brought and conquered the Philippines and colonized the Philippines by spreading the Christianity, and they have benefited us, and the same time they haven't benefited us. So in the same time we get the good one and the bad one. The good one is they gave us education,
culture and Christianity. And the bad thing is, they judge us and they don't care us very well. And they have developed a lot of things to us that is good, like government. They have brought the rules of government and the culture. And the bad thing is, the priest in the Philippines had a hard time preaching in front of the Filipinos and conquering the Eucharist, serving the Eucharist. I'm sorry, serving the Eucharist. So they have a hard time in serving the Eucharist because the Spaniards think that they are not well and they are not ready for it. So there were a racism around them. So those were the summarized part of the church in the Philippines. Okay, everyone, thank you for listening. Actually, a Philippine history in Spaniard is actually a 300-year journey, and they have been in the Philippines for 300 years, and they have done a lot of things. And at the last part, Philippines gained freedom against the Spaniards, and they have been freed, but they have still kept the Christianity and went to the and continued the legacy, and they have followed the Christian rules and the virtues very well. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so this is a project of SB Group 8. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys all learned something while watching this video, because this firmly talks about how to be a good Christian rather than talking about the history, because the most important thing in the Christian livelihood is faith. Nothing is more important than faith. Even though you don't know the history, if you have a good faith in God, you'll be a good Christian. And a good Christian always goes to kingdom of heaven. So always remember to have a firm faith in God and Jesus Christ. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you again.